Welcome to English with Miss Julia. This lesson is a reading lesson as well as a listening exercise. The title of the reading is City Life. It's aimed at beginners and intermediate learners. I encourage you to pause the video regularly, repeating the reading part, practicing the pronunciation, and knowing the vocabulary. That being said, let's get started. The city never sleeps. It pulses with life and endless rush of people and cars, honking horns and bright neon lights flashing from every corner. Maya, a young woman in her late 20s, stood at the window of her small apartment, sipping her morning coffee. From her view on the 10th floor, she could see the city awakening. Commuters hurried along the streets, faces buried in their phones, while street vendors set up their carts for the day. Maya had moved to the city for work 2 years ago, leaving behind her small hometown. The transition hadn't been easy. The fast pace, the constant noise, and the overwhelming crowds were nothing like the quiet roads she used to know. But there was something about the city that kept pulling her in, its energy, its potential. Every day felt like a new adventure, even if it was just navigating through the endless crowds to get to her office. Despite the city's buzz, there was a strange sense of isolation. Maya often found herself lost in the sea of people, walking along crowded sidewalks, yet feeling utterly alone. Even at work, surrounded by colleagues, the loneliness crept in. It seemed like everyone was busy chasing something, success, love, or their next big break, but rarely stopped to connect with one another. One evening, after a particularly exhausting day, Maya walked through the city park on her way home. The park, though surrounded by towering skyscrapers, offered a brief respite from the chaos. She sat on a bench, watching the city lights twinkle through the trees, and thought about how life in the city had changed her. She had become stronger, more independent, but sometimes she longed for the warmth of a genuine conversation, a friend to share her thoughts with. One weekend, Maya decided to explore a different side of the city. She ventured into a neighborhood known for its vibrant art scene. Murals covered the walls, and local artists displayed their work in small galleries. As she wandered through the streets, she stumbled upon a cozy cafe. Inside, a group of people were engaged in a lively discussion about a recent art exhibit. Curiosity piqued, Maya joined the conversation. For the first time in months, She felt a genuine connection with the people around her. They shared stories, laughed, and engaged ideas. It was in moments like these that Maya realized the city wasn't just a place of hustle. It was full of stories, of people waiting to connect, if only you took the time to find them. By the time she left the cafe, the city felt different. It no longer seemed cold or distant. It felt like a place full of opportunities, not just for success, but for friendships, for stories, and for growth. Thank you for reading this story with us. If you enjoyed it, please click the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. This way, we may assist many people around the world to improve their English level. We look forward to seeing you in our next lesson.